Sauraji, let's start. Rachna.
All right.
Yeah, because people are joining. Let them join. We won't waste more time, and we'll start the session.
Okay.
Sauraji, let's introduce Rachna to the team.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good
morning.
Namaste
Good morning,
to
everyone.
Okay, so thanks a lot to Padma ji for getting us to organize this session on advanced PowerPoint. तो हमारे पास एक क्वेरी आई थी कि हाउ टू इंश्योर दैट व्हेनेवर आप कोई पावरपॉइंट का स्लाइड बनाते हो तो इट शुड लुक गुड, दैट्स मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट, बट मोर देन दैट, for it to look good we have to go ahead and use tools to make it look good. How to increase the format, how to increase the font size, how to insert pictures, how to insert media, how to do slide transitions, and many more things. So when she put this query to us, we said कि presentation behavior के बारे train करना है या presentation बनाने में? She says नहीं सौरभ, presentation बनाने के लिए train करना है. We have to empower people to be able to make great presentations. Yeah. And so we went ahead and looked out here and there, and we found somebody as brilliant as Rachna, who is a soft skills trainer. She is a leadership coach. More than that, she is a certified Microsoft Office person, and because of which she has 15 years of experience, and she's spanned and worked with with the public sector. She's worked with international companies. She's worked in Indian companies as well, and she has gone ahead and imparted knowledge to so many people that now she's fully experienced to understand what is the real need. क्या सबकी जरूरत होती है to understand how to make great presentations. And over to you, Rachna. You can take on the session. रचना जी सेशन को बहुत प्रैक्टिकल रखेंगी और आपको बहुत चीजें समझाएंगी. एंड अगर आपकी कोई क्वेरी है, रिक्वेस्ट है, तो कृपया करके आप पूछ लीजिएगा. हाँ, संकोच मत कीजिए, क्योंकि ये सेशन आपके लिए स्पेशली डिजाइन किया गया है, आपके लिए प्रस्तुत किया गया है, एंड यू हैव टू रियली अप्लाई योरसेल्फ इन द सेशन. और जब तक आप अपने आप को अप्लाई नहीं करेंगे तब तक आप सीखेंगे नहीं. और जब जब आप अप्लाई करेंगे तो आपके दिमाग में क्वेश्चंस आएंगे, और जब क्वेश्चंस आएंगे तो कृपया पूछिएगा, सो दैट रचना जी को भी लगे कि जो 2 घंटे उनके बहुत प्रोडक्टिव रहे. हाँ, सबका कमिटमेंट है यहाँ पे.
पहले तो एक काम करते हैं सौरभ, हम लोग ना सबको बोलते हैं थोड़े टाइम के लिए, एटलीस्ट फॉर 2 minutes, लेट देम पुट द वीडियो ऑन.
यस, कैमरास ऑन.
Cameras on. Because I don't know Ajay. Who's Ajay? Who's Pulkit? Who's Pooja? Correct? I know them by names. I want all of you to please put your cameras on for at least 10 minutes. Are we afraid of that? Anything special going on behind? Okay, thank you, Naveen sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, Pooja, Deepak. Thank you, Pulkit. Good. Achal, I'm waiting. Please put the cameras on. Okay, Deepak ji का शायद नहीं हो रहा है. Nimisha. Thank you, Mukul. दीपक जी का शायद कैमरास में कुछ इश्यू है, तो नो प्रॉब्लम दीपक जी, आप अब नहीं हो पा रहा है तो इट्स ओके, कंप्लीटली फाइन. अजय, पूजा, निमिषा, आंचल, हरी, I want all of you to please put the cameras on. Okay, new person in the team, Ranjan. Yes, thank you, Ajay. Thank you so much. Hari, please put the cameras on. Okay, no problem. We cannot force everyone to do that, but if you will put the cameras on, that will be fine for me. And I have one person, which is Design BMDL. Can you please rename yourself so that I can address you properly? Is that possible to rename yourself? All right. So let's start the session. I want all of you to practice along with me when I'm performing the things on my screen. I will give you a time to do it on your screen as well. Okay. All right. So there are three people, which is Divyanshu, Ritesh, and Bhupesh. Okay. Okay. Great. So I welcome you all for this PowerPoint session. And one thing I want to know, like, what language should I go through? I go through mixed language, or should I completely do my trainings in Hindi or English?
Okay, I think everybody must be comfortable with either English or the mixed one. You can use any
Okay.
of the mm, language.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay. All right. Okay. One more good thing about Zoom is what, we are doing the training on Zoom platform, correct? So one more good thing about Zoom is if you want to speak something, it's not necessary to unmute yourself. You can just have to press the space bar. When you will press the space bar, it will make you unmute for few minutes for few things. And as you release the space bar, again you are muted. Correct? So it's not necessary that you have to go to click on the unmute and mute and every time, right? So when you want to speak, just keep the the space bar of your keyboard press. You speak, and as soon as you release, again you are muted. Okay, so it's a very good part of the Zoom. I really love this feature of Zoom when I do training on this. Okay, so let's start with the session. Just let me know when you can see my screen. Is my screen visible?
Oh yes, it,
Yeah.
it, it works.
Now it is
Yeah,
Oh,
visible.
spacebar on, spacebar on. Yeah, it works. Thank you. Wow.
so if you want to keep it mute yourself, keep mute. But if you want to speak, you don't have to go and unmute. You just have to press your space bar, talk to me, and then we can talk. And again, you release the space bar, and again you are muted. All right. So let's continue with the session. Now, whenever you want to create a PowerPoint presentation, the very first slide. Okay. Now, as you people are working in a corporate, each and every time when you work with a corporate, when you are creating some corporate presentation, each and every company has its own theme, has its own color scheme, correct? So if you have such kind of things available with you, you can use that. Okay. But in case if you do not have any specific theme in your mind, any specific color combinations in your mind, correct? Here we have an option. Go to design, and in design we have themes and everything. Okay. So if you have, if you are working in a corporate, if you're creating some corporate presentation, if you're creating some corporate presentation, if you have a theme given by a company with the color combinations, with the fonts and all, you can directly use that. Otherwise, you can use this as well. Okay. Apart from that, now, if you are working on a presentation, how many people have a working knowledge on presentations? How many people are actually creating the PPTs? Yes, I want you to uh, put this in a chat. Say just put why in a chat. How many people are creating the presentation? Okay, Padma is creating the presentation. Anyone else? Just put why. Okay, Pulkit is also creating the presentations. Achal, are you there? Are you creating the presentations? Okay. 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 Great. Great. Let's continue. So when you are creating the presentations, at that time you can see on top we have some tabs. I have a home tab. I have a transition tab. I have a slideshow tab. These are my tabs. Okay. And when you click on a particular tab, you will see something changing below the tab. So this is my ribbon. This is a tab, and this is this portion. This portion is my ribbon portion. Okay, where you will find different options. Okay, after that, this side of your screen, we call it as the outline pan. Here you can see your different slides. Okay, you can see here the different slides. This area is the actual area where you are creating the presentation. And when you go down here, this is your notes pan. Can you see here? Notes area. Notes. Here you can put down the notes that you want to speak. Sometimes what happens that you want to refer. You can put down the notes that you want to refer during the presentation. When you are giving a presentation and it is very difficult for me to remember everything in one go. So in that case scenario, you can note down your points here in the notes area. And when your system is connected with any projector, any output device, at that time, you can refer to this notes and you can speak up. Okay. So if I have see my presentation slide, मेरी जो slide है वो slide पे हम बहुत कुछ नहीं डाल सकते. We can put very limited stuff on the presentation. Okay. But when you are going to speak at that time, you will elaborate your your topic. Correct? So if you don't remember everything in one go, you can keep your notes here. This is your notes area. Okay. Now, before we start creating a presentation, let me take you through one thing. Let me just I will share with you one more presentation, do's and don'ts of creating presentation. Allow me a minute. Just give me 1 minute. Let me just open that presentation. This is very good presentation which will help you to understand like what kind of things I need to keep in mind when I am working with when I'm creating a presentation. Just allow me a minute. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Just let me know once you can see my screen. Okay, Padmaji, my screen is visible. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am. It's visible.
Okay. Okay. So for designing an effective presentation, correct? What things we have to keep in mind? So the very first thing we need to keep in mind is this five points. When we say big, correct? I'll say to create a presentation, make it big. Now, when I say make it big means not in terms of number of slides. Okay. I have seen people creating a PowerPoint presentation with a slide of more than 1000 slides in one presentation. 1000 slide in one presentation. So when I say make it big, that means in terms of font size. Always use a font size which is more than 20 plus. Don't use font size which is less than 20. Okay? Because see, sometimes we are using different presentation, different fonts. correct? Some fonts are big, some fonts are small, but always try and use the font size which is more than 20. Then how will you estimate this? How will you estimate? Like sometimes the fonts are, some fonts are by default only they are small, correct? How will you estimate? For estimation, just go 2 meters back. You're sitting on a desk, creating a presentation. From that point, just go 2 meters back. Try to read the things on your slide. If you are able to read the things on your slide properly, then it will be visible properly on a big screen. Right? So always try to follow these things. Next, when I say consistent. So when I say consistency, be consistent in your presentation. Like say, for example, difference drew the attention. We are agreeing that, yes, if there is some difference on the screen, it draws our attention. See, something like this way, right? If some point is important, then I will simply give some different bullet to it. That's fine. But if this kind of differences are there, then this kind of differences are always distracting the audience. So each the point, different bullets, it's not good. Okay. Then we have again, differences may imply importance. This is important. If something is important, just change the color of it. Correct? But if you will do like this with them, these are confusing differences. Okay? Always use surprises to attract, not to distract. Some kind of surprising, you are using it. Always use it to attract the attention of your audience. Right? Okay. Next, we are going to understand is about progressive. Be progressive. Now, just imagine I'm giving you like this way. Are you able to understand what is this? If I give you, अगर मैं नवीन जी आपको बोलूं पूरी थाली आपको एक साथ में खानी है, आप खा पाओगे? नहीं, right? You will not be able to understand the information. Instead of this, we can go simple. Be progressive. First understand, make them understand what is a direct instructions, guided inquiries, what is discovery learnings. Then explain this first topic, then explain the second topic, then explain the third topic, explain the fourth topic, then give the final outcome, right? So always give the information on the presentation in a progressive mode. Don't give everything in one go. Okay? This is progressive, and because of that, it is more focused, right? When we say clear, make it clear. Make it clear in the sense. Now read this. Read the first thing. Did you find it difficult? Did you find it difficult, everyone? So all capital letters, if you are creating the entire slide with all the letters capital, and when you look into this presentation on a big screen, we will find difficult to read on the big screen. So always use uppercase and the lowercase letters so that it will be easily readable by the audience. Font also, use simple fonts. Don't use fonts with lot of curls and curves. Okay, there are so many fancy fonts are available in presentation in Microsoft Office. So um, don't use those kind of fonts which has lot of curls and curves. All right. So always use a simple one. See this. This is difficult to read, but this one is much more clear. Okay. Again, italics are difficult to read on the screen. Instead of that, you can use bold, normal fonts, right? Underline may signify hyperlink. We have a habit wherever we find and we will see underline, we think it's a hyperlink. So instead of doing the underlining, use colors. Okay. Numbers. Now, when to give numbers and when to use bullets? Any idea? Anyone? When we are creating a presentation, when to use bulleted list and when to use numbered list? Anyone? Any idea? Yes, no, maybe,
Yes, maybe.
maybe. Yes,
Maybe
sir.
in continuation, these
Okay.
numbers are
All
the,
right.
and when these are the different from others and just point of view, then it will be bullet. I
Okay.
think.
Okay. So we use numbered list when we have a sequence. When I want to show some process. Okay. Like say, for example, how to put an elephant into the fridge. So it has a process. Step number 1, step number 2, step number 3. All right. It has a connection with it. So at that time, we are going to use here numbers. Okay. One more example. See, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Correct? But when to use bullet? When you have a list without any priority, without any sequence, without any hierarchy or connection. Correct? At that time, we are going to use bullets. If I want to make a list of guests who are invited for my party, I'm going to use bullets. But if I want to have a step or a process how to bake a cake, at that time I'm going to use number list. Okay, because it's a process. All right. Then we have colors. Use contrasting colors. Use light on a dark background and dark on a light background. Okay, see, like this way contrasting. So if my background is dark, use contrasting colors of font, right? So we call it as a low contrast. This is a high contrast. Light on a dark. So this is an example of light color fonts on a dark background. And this is an example of dark color fonts on a light background. Okay. And use complementary colors which complement with each other. Now, can you see? We cannot read anything. So these colors do not complement. Like on a green background, use green color font, or on a red background, use pink color font. So these are not complement. Correct? This color does not complement with each other. So whereas you can use this kind of contrast. You can use like this way colors. Okay? So always use colors which is complementing with each other. Now size. If I want to insert a picture, right, along with my text. So make sure the ratio of your text and your picture complement each other. Now here, if you see, the text is small, whereas picture is very big. So audience will look at to the picture. Audience will not read the content. All right. See, this is also very bad. This practice is also not good. So always try to balance the size of your font and size of your picture. All right. Apart from that, sometimes we used to do something like this way, focal points. All right. Focal points means some focusing point. My point is here. My point is here, and I'm focusing this side. So what is the use of it? Correct? So instead of this, it should be here. Correct? Now, the last thing which we are going to understand is about make it simple. Make it simple in terms of text. Don't use too many colors. Correct? Don't use too many colors. Don't use too many styles. On the same slide, I'm putting shadow work, I'm putting italics, I'm putting underline, different styles. Don't use this kind of thing. Always follow this rule. Try to follow this rule. 6/7 rule. Now, what is the 6/7 rule? 6/7 rule says no more than 6 lines per slide. Okay? And no more than 7 words per line. Try to follow. It's not hard and fast, okay, but try to follow it. Now see this. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. That means don't put everything on one slide, right? I'm taking it from any book or taking it from any internet or from any source. Don't put everything in one go. Okay, don't create a presentation like Chatur. Create a presentation like a Rancho. All right, it's too detailed. But instead of this, we can give simple. What it is? It's a process involving people, procedure, and tool for solution to problems and learnings. And this is taken from HMRS edition 5. All right. Keep it simple and keep it progressive. After that, now see this. If I'm planning to put some table, people will go sleep. People will sleep in this to understand. Correct? But instead of this, we can also give it like this way. Just add here in millions. That's it. Right? Keep it simple. See this in terms of chart. Very complicated. You can keep it much more simple like this. Don't use such more elements of chart. All right. Pictures. If I talk about pictures, pictures are always for supporting purpose. All right. For supporting. So if I'm using lot of pictures on my slide, my content of my slide will of no use. Correct? So always use pictures which is absolutely required. Sound. Don't use sound effect. All right? Use sound, but where it is absolutely necessary. All right? Use that time only. Transitions. So if you go and check the transitions, see this transition. Just imagine you have 15 slides and all 15 slides, each point is coming like this way, rotating and coming. My audience will sleep in 3 or 4 slides. Correct? It's a lot of distractions are there. So always try and use animation effect, which is appear, disappear, or maybe fly, peek in, right? Simple animation use in your slides. See this. This is too distracting. But instead of that, I will simply do like this way. People will understand. Correct? It's very simple and it is understandable. To look at to the presentation, just go 2 meters back and look at to your presentation. Correct? So simple and to the point. So these are the 5 points that we need to understand when we are creating a PowerPoint presentation. Correct? After that, let's see the summary part. In the summary, it says you have to keep this 5 point into your mind and some final words. Final words are communication is the key. All right. Always use text to support the communication. You are creating a presentation of your sales review, and on your slides, you have some different content which is not good. Correct? Pictures to simplify your complex concepts, animations for complex relationships, visuals to support, not to distract, sound only when absolutely necessary. Correct? So these are the 5 points that we need to understand when we are working with our presentation. Any doubts, any queries, anything? Anyone? Yes or no? Are we clear? Yes. So let's create one presentation. Okay. Let's have something. What I do, I generally create a presentation first, and then I give different font colors, different settings in the paragraph. I generally do like that. Okay. But what if I say, um, I want to create a presentation in just half an hour? I want to create, Navin sir, just let me know if anyone will ask you to create a presentation within the 45 minutes, and that also uh, 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 a presentation for a new pitch. You are approaching a new client and you want to create a presentation for your particular product or a service, and you just have 45 minutes of time. What you will do? What you will do?
I'll use the simple method and the
Okay, you
bullet
will.
point, and
Okay,
then
correct, correct. You will use the simple method. But very good thing, sir. I let you know that in PowerPoint we have here some templates. Have you any time seen the templates?
yes.
Right? So here we have some templates, something related to business. So these are our presentations. You can use these templates. For example, I would like to go with uh, general service marketing plan, general service pitch deck. So there are so many presentations are available. You can use directly that presentation. And in this presentation also, for example, we'll go with a pitch or restaurant pitch, or maybe we can say a retail sales pitch. Okay, we'll go with the sales pitch. I'll click on create, and here the slides are already ready. You don't have to work around with lot of content. My slides are ready. On the second slide, just put about your company. On the third slide, just put about the problems the customers are facing nowadays. On the fourth slide, give the solution. On the fifth slide, give the product overview. On the sixth slide, what are the products and service benefits? See here, on company overview, business model, then we have market overview, market comparisons. We can put some market competitions. These are already available with us. We just have to replace this data, and you have to put your data here. You can replace everything. See, you can replace everything. You can change, you can even replace the photographs, the names and everything. Meet the team. These are our fundings, our investments, from where we are getting the investment. What are the cash available with us? What are the properties available with us? How many shares are there? So all these things, don't you think this will help you to make your presentation much more quicker? You just have to replace the things, and the design and everything's are available with us. Now, with the help of this, is it possible for you to create a presentation quickly?
Yes, this can be done quickly.
So there are so many. There are so many other templates are there. You can check your templates. You can check your templates for presentations. See, these are the different presentations available. All right. Then we have templates for infographics. Sometimes I want to show some annual review, my entire annual. I just want to review to my managing directors. What are the things we did in the entire year? So we can take this kind of designs and all. Correct? So these are the different presentations that we can use to create our own presentation. Correct? If we want to create a presentation very quickly, we can use this kind of things. Okay?
Yes, then the user will have to go through these presentations so that they can correlate later.
Correct. Correct. We can go with it. Right? But if you have a lot of time, and you want to create from scratch, then we have blank presentations. We can directly use the blank presentations. So when I started my presentation, I have the very first slide, which is my title slide. Okay. And a blank presentation, the very first slide which I get is a title slide with a 2 boxes in it. Okay. These boxes are called as placeholders. Okay. This is a placeholder for a title. This is a placeholder for a subtitle. Correct? So these are the placeholders. If I want to add a new slide, the shortcut key is Control and M. Control and M. So here I say training presentation. Here I say prepared by a person. I'm putting my name only. Okay. And then I press Control M. When I press Control M is a shortcut for new slide in the same presentation. Okay. Now, what are the content? What is content? What is a content? Anyone? What is content? What is called content? Yes? Would you like to answer? Anyone?
It's a headline. So, because if I start a commentary on my market situation, then I'll click the market scenario. I'll name it
Correct.
scenario, then we'll explain.
Okay. All right. So in this case, content means some data, whether it is related to market, whether it is related to anything, research, anything, right? So content means data, and data could be in the form of text, data could be in the form of a table, data could be in the form of a chart, data can be in the form of an image or a video, correct? Data can be in the form of a smart art, anything, any format, right? So I have my data, whether it is in the form of a text, table, chart, image, video, smart art, or any media files. Maybe my data is available in the form of audio, correct? So content means some data, some information, and that information can be in the form of different types. All right. Now, when we are dealing with in presentation, when we are creating anytime a content, correct? So we choose different slides for it. This is my title and a content slide. Okay. This is my section headers. Section headers will break up your entire presentations into different sections with a simple title to it. All right. So here, if I add a section header, this is my section header slide, and in this I am putting a text content, how to deal with text content. All right. My section, again, I'm adding a presentation, and I'll say how to work with text content in PPT. So if I type something, let me just put down here something, some random paragraph. Okay, I'm taking this paragraph from here and putting it on my PPT. Now, do you think this font size is okay for me?
No.
No, because it's too small. It's of what size? 17. I told keep it always more than 20. if I try to increase the font size, see, if I try to increase the font size, 24, it is going beyond my slide. It's going beyond my slide. Correct? If I make it to 20 also, still it is going beyond my size, my slide. Then what is the solution for it? What is the solution for this? Even I'm making 18, it's still on the slide, but outside this placeholder. What is the solution for this?
Lesser content.
Content, a summary.
Okay. But the thing is, these are the lesser content only. Now, I cannot reduce anything out of it. So what will I do? I will put some points on this slide and remaining points on a different slide. I will create another slide here, right? So for creating another slide, I don't have to again go to insert a new slide, then cut the content from here and paste it on that, and again do the formatting of it, things and everything. Instead of that, we have this option, auto fit option here. If some content is going beyond my slide, I will simply click on this and say split text between two slides. See, automatically my content of my slide will move to the next slide, and my title is also the same. In this title, I just have to mention continue. See, like this way. It will automatically come. So this is an auto fit feature. What I did, see, one more time I'm showing you. This is my slide. I put my cursor here or anywhere. It's not necessary that you select the keep your cursor anywhere. You can keep it anywhere. Correct? Here you will get a small button, auto fit. In auto fit, we have an option, split text between two slides, and it's done. See? Clear? So here we don't have to create a new, and we don't have to insert a new slide. We don't have to copy. We don't have to format. We don't have to put the title, nothing. It will automatically shift the things on a different slide.
Can it
Clear?
be transferred to more than 2 slides if required?
Yes. Like say, for example, in this slide, the content is more. Here, one more content is there. Some contents are there, correct? Some more content are there. So I have option again, split text among, like that way. It will go beyond. We can make multiple slides. Clear? Yes? Yes or no? So we can go with it. Now, I have created 2 slides. Now, I am not going to teach you how to apply the formatting, how to increase the font. We are aware about this, how to increase the font, how to color the font from here, how to make it bold, correct? How to change the font face. We know everything. And sometimes when we are using a theme, it will add up the themes, color schemes and everything. I'm not going to show you how to apply alignment. We know how to apply the alignment. If I want to apply the alignment, I can easily apply the alignments from here. Correct? This we are already aware about it. But in case I want to give numbers to these points, number 1, number 2, then here number 3, number 4, number 5. Correct? Then in that case, we are going to use this number. But when it comes to the second slide, जब वो दूसरी स्लाइड पर आ जाता है, दूसरी स्लाइड पर हम जब उसको नंबरिंग करते हैं, यहाँ पर नंबर्स असाइन करते हैं, it comes with 1 2 3. I want continuous numbers. That means I want 1 2 here and 3, 4 and 5 here. So वो करने के लिए हम क्या करेंगे? I'll go here, I'll go to bullets and numberings, and I will use this option. I will use this feature. Instead of starting with 1, start with 3. And okay. So here is 1, 2, and on this slide 3, 4 and 5. And you can continue the things on and on. Clear? After that, we are going to understand. Now, sometimes, sir, आपके साथ कभी कुछ ऐसा हुआ है? I wanted to introduce my team, all right? Or I want to introduce some new product launch, right? So I'll say new product launches, correct? Maybe or some new technology, I will say some new technology trainings. Okay, so maybe I'll write like this way. I'll say PL 300, PL 300, which is Microsoft data analysis. Okay, then I'll say PL 100, which is Microsoft Power Platform App Maker. Then I'll say AI, sorry, AI 900, which is Microsoft Azure, sorry, Artificial Intelligence Fundamentals. Correct? So I have some, like this way, list is there. Now, instead of showing your list something in a boring way, you can simply select all this and click on this option. Convert to smart art. In convert to smart art, you can define like this way, or maybe this way, or if you have a picture, you can go by pictures. You can display like this way, you can display like this way. And if you go and see more options, you have many other options available. I have a list. In the list, I would like to go by this way. And okay, see, here I can put the pictures and these are my values. So very simple, correct? If I want to introduce my team, here, I'll say my team. I'll say Mr. Ashok. He's the Mr. Ashok. Then we have here Miss Aarti. Then I have Miss Preeti. Mr. Kumar. Then here I have one more person. Yeah, I'll say Swati. And Miss Swati has 4 team members. I'll say Miss Shalini, Mr. Deepak, Mr. Khan, and Mr. Mehta. Correct? So instead of showing like this way, I can simply convert this into a hierarchy. If I have a photographs, I can display with the photographs. I can simply click on this and I can display directly the photograph from the system. So my data will be ready faster. Don't you think this is much more easy? And it looks better also.
Better and
Right?
easy.
Easy and better. Apart from that, if I want to add below Mr. Khan, if I want to add some more person, I can simply click on Mr. Khan and I can simply put here add shape below. So it will, again, Mr. Khan will got one assistant. So I'll say Mr. Tushar. Mr. Tushar is reporting to Mr. Khan. And when I press enter, again one more assistant or one more person who is reporting to him, like this way, right? So you can create, you can change the color of it, you can change the shape of it, okay? You can change the layout. I don't want like this, I won't want like this way, or I want a simple one, I want with a designation. You can go with the designation, you can go by level wise. You can have like this way. See, there are so many other ways where we can put the things. All right. So like this way, you can define your list, or you can define your new technology, new product in a better way. Okay. This is called a smart art. These are my smart arts. You can even insert a smart art from here, or you can convert a smart art, right? Or you want to define, like you want to talk about Mr. Akash, want to elaborate what is their experience level and everything. You want to more precise way you want to define about him. And in this case scenario, what we can do, we can simply select here design, and you can change the layout from the list. You can have like this way. So here you can define about Mr. Akash, his team. Mr. Akash is a member of a accounting team. Ms. Swati is from the sales. So you can put down here the department wise data. Okay, this looks much better, correct? Okay. Next we have is about yes. I'm adding one slide. I'm adding a section header, and the section header will be table section. Table section. How to deal with a table. So generally, Naveen sir, when you want to create a presentation, at that time you use tables, correct? But
Yes, I do.
are you creating a table from scratch, or you take a table from Excel?
From the Excel.
From the Excel. And sometimes your Excel table is very big. Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, and I have to select the data.
Correct.
But we have an issue that I have to, because when I insert the Excel data as a table from there, as a text or
Correct.
the same format, then the figures are not very much clear. Therefore, I have to paste it as a picture and then.
Okay, okay. 1 minute. How to work with table in PPT. Okay. So here we have two options. Either we create a table by clicking on this hyperlink button, by putting number of rows and columns, if I want to create a table from scratch. But most of the time we create a table by taking a data from Excel.
Yeah.
So let me just open my Excel and take the data from Excel. I would like to go with this one. Yeah. I think this is fine. Let it open. Okay. All right. So if this big size table I have, and if this big size table I want to put on my PPT, this is very bad idea. Okay. PPT is to give you a crisp information, not entire information.
Yeah.
So if I have 160 employees and the salary data of 160 employees, I cannot put here in my PPT. If I try to put in my PPT, it looks like this, right? This is just 160 records. Okay. So always I recommend, when you have a big data, create a pivot tables. Create a pivot tables.
I do.
Okay. And once the pivot table is created, simply copy that and here paste it. Simple paste. Simple paste. I'm not doing right click or any other special thing. Just simple paste it. My data is come. If you want a source formatting, okay, I copy my data. I have created nice formatting here. I copy from here and right click and I'll say keep source formatting. So I have option use destination. Destination, that means my PPT formatting. Source means my Excel formatting. Then as a embedded. So if my data is going to edit, I'm going to edit my data. Then in that case, I used to do with the help of a embedded. Then as a picture and as a text. I generally do as a embed. Sorry, as a source formatting. I simply take it here, increase the size of my table and just do minor changes in the formatting. Minor changes. Always try to create a pivot table like this way and then put the pivot tables on your PPTs. All right. Or else you can also create a dashboard kind of thing like this way. Okay. And when you want to put this dashboards, see here, when you want to put this dashboards on your PPT, you can simply click a particular chart, go to your PPT, here, right click, and we have an option, this options. This is what? Source formatting and a link data. The formatting will be remain as of Excel and my data is link. That means what will happen? If I will increase, if my values will increase here, okay, if my values will increase see what is happening right now in my north. I am paying 53,64,142 as a salary. But if some person appointed, if I appoint one more person here in my Excel, correct, maybe I'll go with my name only, in the east region, female, in the training department in Mumbai location, on today's date, my salary will be, I'm just putting salary as 1,50,000. Correct? So after doing this, but obvious, I will refresh my data. My data is refresh here and you can see on the PPT here also it's refresh. Because
Okay.
my data is linked with my PPT.
Okay. Can you explain again the linking of the data? On
Yes,
the
sir. I'll do that. I'll do that.
because of
So, yes, how to work with charts. Okay. So I have created a chart here in my Excel. I simply copy the chart, come to your presentation. Don't directly control V. Don't paste directly. Do right click and we have an option this. Keep source formatting and link data. Okay. So whatever changes will happen in your Excel file, your PPT will be auto updated and it is not necessary. नवीन सर जरूरी नहीं है कि मेरा PPT खुला हुआ होना चाहिए.
वो रिफ्रेश
आप,
होगा बाद में.
आपका PPT बंद भी होगा तो भी आपके numbers update हो जाएंगे. Alright? So you can use this technique to put multiple charts. Now, if you can see here in my dashboard, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 charts. Correct? So I can put all the chart together in my PPT. I click and link data and I will adjust the size of it so that it can fit in one screen.
Yeah.
How you want to place it, that is your call, where you want to place which chart and all. And apart from this, now in this slicer, if I want to just show the data for Bangalore, right? So in my BPT, it will show me the data for Bangalore. If I apply a slicer for Ahmedabad, my PPT will also show me the data for Ahmedabad because it's a linked data, right? Yes. So this is about dealing with the chart. Let me just insert here a section, which is my chart section. Chart section. So this is my chart. And one more chart, let me just put one more chart, this one. It looks better. Right click and then link data. So I can adjust it properly and we can work around it. And let me just remove this. So here on my PPT, it is showing me how much salary we are paying, how many people we have appointed in each year and everything. All right. So this is about a chart. Then we have here, we have image, picture, how to work with that. Okay. To insert the image, we have simple picture from here. Either you can take a picture from the device or the stock image or online pictures. Okay. I don't have any image in my device. Let me just check. These are some of the pictures. Okay, let me just take it from the online. Okay. I'm taking it from online. Yes. I want a picture for family. And I say, I want this one. Right? After this, there are sometimes happens that I just want the family members. I don't want the background. I have option for remove background. In the remove background, you can see the pink area and the colored area. Pink area will go away. Those are my backgrounds. Okay. And the colored one will be my actual picture. But if you see something is also going away. So you can go and use this option marked area to keep and marked area to remove. You have this option. See, I want marked area to keep. So I want this area. I want all this area. See, I want this also like this way. And rest all things I don't want. So I'll say keep the changes. Correct? Apart from that, we have, I'm not removing right now. Yeah. Not remove. Yeah, better it is. So apart from this, we have corrections. So if your picture is not clear or you want to make it more sharp, you can make it more sharp like this way. Okay. You can even go and change the colors if you want. You can even give some artistic effects. Artistic effects like I want to show as a line drawing or maybe as a glow or maybe like this way, paintbrush or maybe like a glass, right? So there are other artistic effects are there. You can go with it or you can even give the styling to your picture. I would like to go with this style. Okay, give the styling, give the border to your picture if any. If you want to give any kind of border, you can give the borders to your picture. You can have a color border, right? You have other picture effects like shadow, reflections, glow, and all such kind of effects. If you in case you want to crop your image, you can even crop your image. like this way. So you can crop your image as well. You can adjust the height and the width of your picture, right? So this is the way you can work with your picture in case if you want to put your picture in any shape, right? If you want to put your picture any shape, we have an option, crop to a shape. So you choose a shape from here and your picture will be cropped to that shape. Crop to a shape. You have this option. I want a crop to a shape, but I want this. So it will be cropped to that particular shape. Correct? So you can work with the pictures like this. Now, after creating, now I'll talk about smart art. Smart art we have already seen, but still I would like to show some few things about smart art. Now I want to insert a smart art. I can insert a smart art from here also. This, or you can insert a smart art from here also. So smart art. Now, in case what type of smart art you want? You want a list smart art. You want a process smart art. You want a cyclic smart art. Correct? So in case I want to have some process smart art. So process smart art also have multiple layouts. You can go and check the layout if I want to show the process, or maybe I want to show the progress, upward arrow progression. So I can show like this way. Now, I generally type in this text pan. I don't type here because it finds sometimes very difficult to manage this. So I generally type here. I can put down here in 2017 we market fire market by 10% against something. I'm just putting random things against, I say 10 market in training industry. You can put like this way. Then the second point you can put here in 2020, something like milestone kind of thing, right? We get a big opportunity to work with like this way. In 2023, something blah blah. After that also I want to add what are our business plans and future plans and everything. You can simply press enter. By 2025 we'll do something like this. By 2027 our goal is to capture 50% of market, like this way. I'm just putting some random thing, okay? Like this way you can put the things. You can put only 5 points here, not more than 5 points. Because if it is more than 5 points, then it will not be readable properly. All right, so use just 5 points. Okay, increase the font size. And you can work around it. All right. Apart from that, in case if you want to change the color, you can change the color, you can change the style. See, you can change the style. You can use the styles. 3D. And in case you want to change the color, you can even change the color. Right? So, like this way, you can use smart art, or you can even use smart art with smart art where we have some cyclic process. Some cyclic process I have, or maybe some hierarchy I'm creating. Okay, some relationship I want to show some relationship like this way. I want to show some matrix. Correct? Some pyramid kind of thing. Some pictured smart arts or some office smart arts. So you can use any of the smart art, but I would recommend to write everything in the text box. Here, this text pen. If you will write here, then it will be very easy for you to manage. If you are creating, why I'm saying which is very easy to manage, because when we are creating a hierarchy, at that time, it's very good to manage from this. Because as I say, Mr. Rohit, Mr. Rohit has Mr. Subhash, Ms. Shalini, Mr. Kunal, and Mr. David. All four are reporting to Mr. Rohit. Correct? Now, Mr. Subhas has somebody. Correct? So, I will press enter and like this way. Press tab. Enter and tab. So, Mr. Subhas have Mr. Justin and Mr. Smith. Correct? Ms. Shalini, enter and tab. When I press tab, tab will go take it to the next level. So it has Mr. Ankit, Mr. Rohit again, and Ms. Shushma, like this way. Again, Mr. Kunal. Enter. And here I'll say Mr. Krish, Mr. Rohan. Like this way, you can create a hierarchy. Can you see the hierarchy is getting created very easily without any mistake? So always try and create here. Don't type here. Otherwise, you will get confused. A lot of confusions will arise. Okay. Below Mr. Justin, you want to add. So go here. Keep your cursor next to Justin. Press enter and tab. Enter and tab. Miss Megan. Here one time only. Enter. Miss Ellie. Now Ellie has one more person. Enter, tab. Okay. Like this. Yes, Pulkit, you have any query?
Yeah, I want to know if I want to add here designation of the person also with the name, then just I have to write here or any further column, box or column or row maybe. Okay.
Yeah, जाएगा. दिस वन,
yeah,
ओके।
हाँ,
या मिस्टर रोहित, फिर इसके अंदर हम राइट क्लिक करके, यहाँ पर हम राइट क्लिक करेंगे और राइट क्लिक करके हम टाइटल ऐड कर देंगे। ये देखिए कैसे कर रहे हैं, करना है ये, इसको ये बॉक्स के ऊपर राइट क्लिक किया मैंने, यहाँ पर एडिट टेक्स्ट,
Yeah.
और फिर हम लिख देंगे यहाँ पर एम्प्टी। और ऐसे ऐसे लिख देंगे, ठीक है। राइट क्लिक, एडिट टेक्स्ट, और यहाँ पे लिखेंगे हम ग्रुप हेड। देखा, ये छोटा बॉक्स जो है ना वो टाइटल के लिए, इसके लिए हमें कौन सा लेना पड़ेगा, हमने ये वाला लिया है, ये देखिए, नेम एंड द टाइटल।
yes, yes.
हम लोग इसका कलर चेंज कर सकते हैं, we can select and we can change the color of it. See, you can even change the style, whichever style you feel comfortable you can use it, correct? Okay, so this is about our smart art. Now after doing all these things, if in case I want to add some formatting, okay, this is a organizational chart, I want to add some formatting. So what we will do, we will first of all go to view. In view, I will click on slide master. Now slide master is something we call in a simple language, it's a blueprint. Okay, it's a blueprint. अभी हम अभी सोचो कि अगर मुझे कोई घर बनाना है तो घर के बनाने से पहले मुझे ब्लूप्रिंट की जरूरत पड़ती है, राइट? सेम इसी तरह से अगर मुझे कोई माइनर चेंजेस करने हैं, वो घर के स्ट्रक्चर में अगर कोई मुझे चेंजेस करने हैं, तो पहले हम चेंज कहाँ करेंगे, ब्लूप्रिंट में। ब्लूप्रिंट में चेंज करने के बाद वो हमारे एक्चुअल घर में चेंजेस कर सकते हैं। सेम इसी तरह से स्लाइड मास्टर वो वन काइंड ऑफ ब्लूप्रिंट है, जिसके अंदर हम अगर चेंजेस करते हैं, अभी यहाँ पर सॉरी, यहाँ पर हम कौन कौन से चेंजेस कर सकते हैं, यहाँ पर हम लोग सिर्फ फॉर्मेटिंग रिलेटेड चेंजेस कर सकते हैं। Formatting related changes means you can change the font, you can change the colors, you can apply the theme, all right? You can do such kind of changes. You cannot do every changes. Okay, you cannot write anything here. I mean to say, you cannot type anything. Here it is saying click to edit slide master, but you cannot type. Okay, so this is a slide master. And in the slide master, I have one big slide and remaining small slide. The big slide, we call it as a master of masters. Master of masters का मतलब होता है कि अगर मैंने ये स्लाइड में कोई भी चेंजेस किया, कोई भी चेंजेस का मतलब होता है अगर मैंने ये वाली स्लाइड के टाइटल में जाकर यहाँ से मैंने फॉन्ट चेंज कर दिया और उसका कलर भी मैंने चेंज कर दिया, मैंने उसका कलर भी चेंज कर दिया, तो वो सारी स्लाइड्स पर अप्लाई हो जाएगा और वो मेरे एक्चुअल प्रेजेंटेशन की सारी स्लाइड्स के ऊपर भी अप्लाई हो जाएगा। देखो, मुझे पर्पसफुली सारी एक एक बैठ के सारी स्लाइड्स पे करना नहीं पड़ा। ओके, सो अगर मुझे यूनिवर्सल चेंजेस करने हैं फॉन्ट्स में, फॉन्ट कलर में, व्हाट विल आई डू, आई विल गो टू स्लाइड मास्टर, I will go to the first master of masters, I will select, go to home, do the changes. I would like to go with this, um, I would like to go with a simple one, so I'm just keeping it this one, this script. Okay, and color bhi mujhe chahiye. So color I want, which is a different color theme I'm taking. So color theme will be this. और color मुझे चाहिए font के लिए, which is this color. मैंने यहाँ पर जो भी चेंजेस किया वो देखो ऑटोमेटिकली जब मैं मास्टर स्लाइड क्लोज करूंगी मेरे सारे पीपीटीज पे आ जाएगा। देखो वही कलर पैलेट आ जाएगा, देखो, है ना। सो एक ही जगह पे चेंजेस करो और इट विल बी एप्लीकेबल टू ऑल। नाउ इन केस आई वांटेड टू पुट अ लोगो ऑफ द कंपनी, मुझे कॉर्नर में हर एक स्लाइड के कॉर्नर में यहाँ पर लोगो चाहिए कंपनी का। So what will I do? I will again go to slide master, insert a picture. I'm taking some online picture. I'll say this one, or maybe I'll go with I would like to go with this one. Okay, let it make it simple. I don't want this text. Okay, ये कंपनी का लोगो है और ये लोगो मुझे यहाँ पर हर एक स्लाइड पे चाहिए। मैंने यहाँ रखा, close the master view, see it has come everywhere. Everywhere. Correct? Again, I'll go to the master view, slide master. मुझे यहाँ पर footer में कंपनी का नाम चाहिए. So I'll go here and I will type because I want it every slide. So I'll say Blue Star Private Limited. That's it. I want number. So I'll say insert and I will put here numbers. So I will say in the footer slide number. I want slide number. मेरा footer भी आ गया है. I want date. Yes, I want date. Update automatically. Don't show on the title slide. Show this three things: date, company name, and the slide name, slide number, but don't show on the title slide. Apply to all. And when I close my master view, यहाँ पर नहीं आएगा, लेकिन सारी जगह पर ये देखो मेरी कंपनी का name and everything will come. After that, if you have your any theme, if you have your company theme, so you can go to theme, you can browse the company theme. But if you do not have any company theme and you want to use the theme available in Microsoft Office, you can use these themes. I would like to go with this theme. See? So मेरे font, styling, सब change हो जाएगा. I say close and it's done. It looks beautiful, right? The color schemes also will change. So you can use the theme, but always try and use the theme in the slide master. Slide master में change करो. आपको कलर्स चेंज करना है तो यहाँ से आप कलर्स भी चेंज कर सकते हो. See, can you see? कलर बैकग्राउंड, कलर पैलेट चेंज हो जाएगा पूरा. I want to change the font. You can keep any fonts. So if you are doing changes here, अगर आपने यहाँ पे changes कर लिया, that means आपके entire presentation में वो change automatically हो जाएगा. See? करेक्ट. सो ये ऑटोमेटिकली चेंजेस हो जाएगा. जस्ट 1 minute, गिव मी 1 minute प्लीज. Okay. So the entire palette, entire thing will change from here. If you are changing the, if you're doing the changes in your master group, okay? Slide master. If you will change the slide master, if you will change the font, everything will change, right? Okay. After that, if I want to give some animation effect, okay? Nowadays, in the animation effect, we generally try to give animation effect, which is very simple one, okay? Say for example, I want to give animation effect. There are 3 types of animation effects are there. Entrance animation effect, emphasize, exit, and motion paths. Okay. Entrance animation effect will allow you to enter your object. These are the objects. These are the objects. This is my one placeholder, second placeholder. This is a object for my smart art. This is the object for my table. This is the object for my chart. Correct? So if in case I want to enter my object, so I will give entrance effect, and I told you use simple effects. I say fly in, fly in, fly in is coming, or maybe you can even go with more entrance effect, and you can use peek in, not fly in, just a peek in. Peek in, and that peek in will be from top, like this. From top it will come, okay? And this will be again fly in from top. How the animation will work? After previous. So once this animation, the first animation effect is done, after that, this animation effect will work. Okay. So if you preview it, first this will come and then this will come. See? Can you see? Like that. Okay. So always give animation effect according to your content. If it is a text content, give simple animation effect like fly in and from left side. Okay, how? After previous. You want to give this effect, fly in from top after with previous. I'm putting it with previous. Or maybe I'll go with after previous. This is also after previous. This is also after previous. So if I review it, so automatically this will come. Okay, like this way. Now, how will you give this animation effect? So for this, again, we are going to use fly in. From here, there is a sequence. All at once, as one object, all at once, or one by one. This is your choice what you are choosing from here. I'm choosing one by one from the left side. And here you can click on this expand and you can check what it is coming. How you want to give the effect to it. So you can even go by click. You can even increase the duration and you can even increase the delays. I want to increase the delay for this. I want to increase the delay for this. And when I review, see, slowly will come. Can you see? So you can increase the duration and you can increase the delays also. You can use these options to work them. Okay. How will you give animation effect to your chart? Now in your chart also you can see that your chart is okay, but let's change the color. Okay, you can even go and have your chart. How will you put this chart? How will you give effect to this chart? So for this chart, we are going to give an effect of a wipe, or wipe you can give, or maybe you can give an effect of split wipe wheel, because it's a pie chart. So you can give an effect of a wheel. Wheel with 1 spoke, 2 spoke, 3 spokes, 8 spokes. How will you give an effect to this? It will be fly in, but series by series, like this, or maybe category by category. You can give like that way. And this also, you can put it as a wipe, but from the left side and by categories. Like this one. And all these effects will be after previous. After previous only is the best effect which we can give it. How will you give the effect to this? So it's a growing one. Right? So we can give the effect of, no, not like this. From the left and one by one. This is too much. So instead of this, we can go with more effects. I'll go with a peek-in. Peek-in from left, and that also one by one. See, I think this looks better, right? All will be after previous. This will be hierarchy. Hierarchy. I'm going to go with a peek-in from top and one by one. Right? And all effect will be after previous. So it will work automatically after the previous effect is over. Clear? Yes? So these are about the effects. Now, in 2000 and, yeah, in a new version, of PowerPoint, we have this effect, which is very good effect. This is one kind of Say for example, I don't have this page. I want to create a summary page. Okay, let me just delete this. Here I want to create a summary page, and in the summary I have text content, table content, chart, image, smart art. I've selected only the section headers. Okay, I click on insert. A new slide will be inserted, which you can name it as the index slide. Okay, you can even increase the size of this. Correct? And it has created the sections. Can you see here? It has created the sections. Now, how this presentation will work? So when I run my presentation, this is my first slide. On the second slide, if Navin sir, I directly want to go and check the sales of 2019. So when I click on sales of 2019, it will zoom and only 2019 slides will come, and the again index slide will come.
Okay.
You want to show me how I did one more time?
Yeah, you
Yes?
can. Yeah, please.
Okay. Okay. So what I did, it was something like this way without the sections. I've just created the section headers I have created. So just imagine that when you are creating a presentation, this is a sales of 2015. This is a sales of 2016. This is a sales of 2017. You have separate sections. So this is my first slide. After this first slide, I want a section slide here. So keep the cursor here, go to insert, zoom,
Okay.
zoom, summary. Okay, and just select the section headers. The section headers that I have created. This slide. Just create and insert. This will become your index slide.
It is like a hyperlink of the
Correct. Auto hyperlink is creating. And now when I run my presentation, I want to see only the image section. When I click on the image section, it will zoom. It will show me the image section. When the section is over, it will again go back to my index slide.
Yeah.
Text section, it will show me everything related to the text. And when the text is over, again it will go back to my index line. Right? So this is something, the hyperlink is getting created, but without much effort. Right? So this is a creating of a summary, like summary zoom. But apart from this, say for example, on this slide, after explaining the things on this slide, I want to directly jump on slide number 9. After, from slide number 5, I want to directly jump on slide number 9. Okay. So what you can do is on slide number 5, go here and say slide zoom. Which slide you want to jump on? Slide number 9 and insert. A small slide will be created. You can keep it here. So when you run your presentation, when you are explaining the things, after explaining the things you want to show the table, you can click on this slide. It will take me to the table. And when you click from this table, the other sections will go on. If you want to come back to the slide number 5, what we will do? Here I will zoom a slide where I will select a slide number 5. So it will be again taking me to slide number 5. So from slide number 5, I zoom to slide number 9 And from slide number 9, again I go back to slide number 5. When I click on this, I will again come back to slide number 5. So this is very easy to create a hyperlinking with this zoom effect. If you want to zoom the entire section, so entire section will come. And if you want to zoom only a single slide will come. This is for creating a hyperlinking. But sometimes what happens on this slide number 9, I have created a table, but the entire table and other related things are available on my Excel file. I want to show the Excel file also. So what will I do with this table only? Or maybe I will insert a shape, and in shape I have action buttons. In action buttons, I will click on this document action button. In document action button, I will say, when I click on this button, browse a file which is available on my, let me just see, oh yeah, on my desktop. And okay, and okay, that's it. So I explain the things here, but in case if person wants to see more detailed report, he can click on the report, he can click on this action button, and my Excel file will get open. See here, my Excel file will get open here. And my presentation is still in running mode only. So you can even create a hyperlink with your other files. Okay, again, one more thing. Now with this, I want to show some different file. So I insert, shape, action buttons. In that action button of a document, I will create here a document. For that, let me just close this Excel file. Okay, I'll run a program. I will say on the desktop, I'll say all the files, and I will select a file, click OK, and it's created. So when I run my presentation and I click on this, it will open my Excel file. Right? So you can create like this way some action buttons.
But when I want to send the file to some other recipients without, once I created the file with all these annexures and the hyperlinks,
Correct.
I want to send it without these links to the other person.
Okay.
Then how to
No.
send it without
But
attachments?
see, in this case scenario, if you are sending this presentation to that person, only a presentation,
Yeah.
this links will automatically disable.
Okay.
Okay. But if you want to send the supporting files, if you want to send the supporting files, what you will do, you will first of all go to this file. In file, we have an option called export. Okay, export. In export, we have this package presentation for CD. Okay, because see, sometimes what happened, Naveen sir, I have hyperlink around 10 files.
Yeah.
Correct? And I don't remember the location of those 10 files. So I will package a CD. The CD name, I'll say sales review presentation. Okay? Sales review. Okay? And in this, now I'm going to, along with this presentation, just take all the files, wherever your files are there. So it will create a package, complete package. And you just have to share this complete package with them.
Great.
Right?
Yeah.
So instead of sharing individual file with the recipient, you can share this entire complete package with that person. It will create a copy of a folder.
Great.
Where you want to create a copy, you can define from here. You can define maybe I want to create it on the desktop itself. And I click on OK. Yes. See, it's getting copied. A new presentation will get open. And sir, best part of this is what? The recipient, if the recipient do not have PowerPoint installed in the system,
They will.
the software is only not there, still he will be able to run the presentation.
Great.
So if in your PowerPoint presentation is not installed, and if I share this file with you, you will still able to run this presentation because this is a auto run has come here. And entire link and the package, everything will be there.
Okay.
So this is a best part of converting your data into a package, presentation for a package. Okay. Now, sometimes what happened, I have created this presentation for around 50 slides presentation I have created. And I have 3 different groups coming at the different time for this presentation. Marketing team will come at 11 o'clock, sales team will come at 3 o'clock, and HR team is going to come at 4 o'clock. So in this case scenario, I have created a presentation keeping in mind all 3 participants, all 3 groups. I don't have a time to create a separate presentation. So what will I do here? I will simply go to slideshow and I will say custom show. Custom show, new show. I'll say HR presentation. If HR people is sitting in front of me, I will show them slide number 1, slide number 2, slide number 10, 11, 12, and 30. That's it. My HR people wants to see this much only. Okay. Again, for sales presentation, they will also will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. Only 6 slides. Okay. And for marketing, I want first slide, which is my title slide, index slide. I want 7, 8, 9, 10, and 15 and 16. Add. So what will happen now? If HR team is sitting in front of me, I will simply run the HR presentation. So HR presentation will see only 5 slides. Over. If marketing is sitting in front of me, I will show the marketing presentation. That's it. Right? So instead of creating multiple presentations, you can bifurcate your presentations. You can group your presentation according to your audience. Right? So you can even do that as well. Right? Anything? There are so many things available in PowerPoint presentation. The entire day will go in this. But in this 2 hours, I think this is captured all the things in it. So if you have
The marvels of PPT.
आपने काफी ऐसी चीज बताई है कि जो इच्छा तो होती है कि ये ऐसा हो जाए, पर कभी एक्सप्लोर नहीं किया। तो आपने इसको जब रन किया है तो एक इच्छा लगेगी कि अच्छा भाई क्या होता है कि व्हेन द इंफॉर्मेशन और द नॉलेज इज देयर कि भाई ये फंक्शनलिटी है, तो फिर उसको इस्तेमाल करना भी शुरू
सर,
हो।
अगर मैं आपको कुछ चीजें दिखाऊं जो भी हो सकता है, लेट मी जस्ट शेयर विथ यू सम फ्यू थिंग्स। मैं बताती हूँ आपको, 1 मिनट रुकिए, जस्ट 1 मिनट। सर, आप ऐसे भी कुछ बना सकते हो। ये देखिए, इसको मैं अगर रन करूं, ये पीपीटी है। अगर इसको रन किया जाए तो ये देखो ऐसा आएगा,
एनिमेशन।
करेक्ट। ये मोशन पार्ट्स है।
These are
अब
very
ये जो चीजें हैं, इस चीजों के अंदर आप अपना टेक्स्ट डाल दो,
जी।
ठीक है, या तो फिर आप उसको ऐसे दिखा दो। हमारे पास 5 ऑप्शंस है।
अभी क्या होता है, क्योंकि अभी काफी प्रेजेंटेशंस आते हैं बाहर से कंसल्टेंट्स और उन सब के ना, तो बड़े अच्छे
करेक्ट,
लगते हैं देखने में। हम लोग बिल्कुल बेसिक बेसिक बना रहे थे, तो आपने बताया,
करेक्ट।
तो आई थिंक कि विल आल्सो हैड ऑल दिस कवर
ये
प्रेजेंटेशन।
सर सारे इंफोग्राफिक्स है।
बनाते, बेसिक बनाते थे।
हाँ,
But
ये सारे
I would like to add to this, Naveen ji, you have taken such deep interest in this, and I think I've been seeing you watching it very intently. इसमें सबसे ज्यादा आपको ये करना है कि देखिए आपने ये सेशन अब सीख लिया, you know the marvels of PowerPoints, but if you go on YouTube or if you go anywhere, there are hundreds of resources that you can go ahead and look at, but now you have a context. So now you can go ahead and research, and the proof of the pudding is in trying it. So when you start trying it again and again, then you will become you will become a master. Like I'm sure Rachna has spent years of effort, and there's a lot of effort that has to go into all this. So I always say technique is one, but the moment you put effort, that technique turns into a skill.
हाँ, कि
करेक्ट,
जानने की इच्छा होनी चाहिए। कि होता है ना कि एक्सप्लोर जब तक नहीं करेंगे, जब तक बहुत अच्छा नहीं हम लोग कर पाएंगे या सीख पाएंगे। तो ये आपने बहुत
करेक्ट।
अच्छी शुरुआत करी है, मैं इसके लिए आपको धन्यवाद करता हूँ।
Yes.
थैंक यू सो मच सर, थैंक यू
Thank
सो
you,
मच।
Rachna ji. My God, I am an enlightened soul now.
Raji, thank you
नॉलेज एक
so much. Yeah,
नॉलेज एक
बहुत
ऐसी चीज नॉलेज एक ऐसी चीज है ना, वो ही एक ऐसी चीज है जो जितनी बांटेंगे ना उतनी ज्यादा बढ़ती है।
Yes, that's true.
कि जब
Padma
तक
ji, you
आई
were
एम
saying
आई एम शेयरिंग फ्रॉम लास्ट 15 इयर्स।
something. Padma ji, you were saying something.
मैं
यस
कह रही हूँ रचना जी ने इतना सिंपल वे में इतनी सारी चीजें एक्सप्लेन किया, अब हमें एक्सप्लोर करना पड़ेगा, कोई प्रैक्टिसिंग है।
डेफिनेटली,
क्योंकि कभी
डेफिनेटली।
किया, मैं बताता हूँ कि मैं शायद 15-20 साल पहले फाइल लिंक करता था, जो अभी आपने कहा ना ऑटो रिफ्रेश हो जाती है एक्सेल की।
करेक्ट, करेक्ट।
साल से मेरे मन में आ रहा था कुछ उससे कि अरे हम ऐसा करते थे, अब पता नहीं मैं भूल कैसे गया हूँ। तो आज आपने उसे इतना सिंपल वे में समझाया है, तो आपको बहुत साधुवाद।
थैंक यू,
आपका जी,
थैंक यू
आपका
सो
बहुत
मच।
धन्यवाद, आपने अरेंज किया।
थैंक यू। ये
Thanks
है
a
सर,
lot.
हम लोग ना ये पूरे दिन में अगर हम लोग कर लेते हैं ना, पूरे दिन 8 आवर्स का सेशन अगर हम रखते हैं ना, तो इसमें क्या होगा, आपको भी थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस करने का टाइम मिल जाएगा। अभी क्या हो रहा था, अभी सिर्फ मैं कर रही थी और आपको बिल्कुल भी, मतलब यू हैव नॉट गॉट एनी चांस टू टच योर सिस्टम, राइट? सो इफ इट इज अ फुल डे सेशन, यू विल ऑल्सो गेट अ चांस टू परफॉर्म विथ मी।
क्या
अगर करेंगे नहीं तो सीखेंगे नहीं, ऐसा आएंगे।
That's true.
कि
Actually,
मोहित
you know what? Rachna, this is what we are targeting with Bhilwara is to get longer sessions so that everybody can invest themselves and spend that time. But I think that's going to happen pretty much soon. But thanks a lot for today's session. Thank you. And
I have a few questions to Rachna
Yes,
ma'am.
yes,
please,
yes,
please.
रचना मैम, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई वांट टू नो, जो ऑटो मोड वाला आपका था जिसमें स्प्लिट कर रहे थे स्लाइड, आई हैव विंडो 2013, इसमें मैं अपनी स्क्रीन आपको शेयर कर सकता हूँ,
प्लीज प्लीज।
अलाउ मी। यहाँ पे मेरे को वो ऑप्शन नहीं मिल रहा है, माई स्क्रीन इज विजुअल।
सर यस सर, योर स्क्रीन इज विजिबल, बट सर एक चीज मैं बता दूं, ये आपका ना प्लेस होल्डर नहीं है, ये आपका कोई ड्राइंग टूल है। आप देखो ऊपर क्या लिखा है, शेप है कोई, हम
हाँ,
शेप को ऑटो फिट नहीं कर सकते। आप एक
ओके
काम कर सकते हो, आप पूरा सिर्फ टेक्स्ट को कॉपी करिए, सिर्फ
ओके,
टेक्स्ट को करिए। हाँ, ऊपर से करिए सर, स्टार्टिंग स्टार्टिंग
Control
से।
A.
नहीं ऐसे नहीं सर, ऐसे नहीं, इसको डिलीट कर दीजिए, पहले इसको डिलीट करिए। ओके, ऊपर
Control.
से पहले पूरा पूरा करिए। हाँ, हाँ जी, करिए कॉपी।
हो गया।
ओके, यहाँ पर सर पहले तो लेआउट चेंज, नहीं नहीं पेस्ट मत करिए, पहले अपनी अपनी इसका लेआउट चेंज करिए, स्लाइड का लेआउट ले लीजिए। टाइटल एंड कंटेंट, टाइटल एंड कंटेंट, टाइटल एंड
Type of
कंटेंट,
content.
द सेकंड वन,
Video
करेक्ट,
game.
यस। अभी यहाँ पर पेस्ट करिए।
यस,
ऑलराइट, अभी
ओके,
जब
अब आ
पेस्ट,
गया।
आ
हाँ
गया
आ
ना?
गया ऑटो, यस।
हाँ,
अच्छा, ये ऑटो फिट ऑप्शन कहीं रिबन में भी होता है मैडम, कि केवल ये पेस्ट करने पे ही आएगा इसमें
पेस्ट
पर्टिकुलर?
करने पर ही आएगा सर आपका। जब आपका टेक्स्ट साइज स्लाइड के बाहर जाएगा तो ये ऑटो फिट फंक्शन ऑटोमेटिकली आपको साइड में डिस्प्ले होगा।
अब पर्टिकुलर ये इसी लेआउट में आएगा?
हाँ हाँ सर, ब्लैंक लेआउट में नहीं आएगा।
ओके, ये टेबल एंड कंटेंट इसी लेआउट में आएगा?
टाइटल एंड कंटेंट में आएगा।
हाँ, टाइटल। एंड सेकेंड थिंग, जैसे आप यहाँ पे मेरे को आप ये दिखा रहे थे बेसिकली स्लाइड नंबर। जैसे क्या होता है, हमारे पास डाटा ज्यादा है, अब हमको एक्सट्रीम राइट साइड में नीचे रखना है, अब मेरे को मैनुअली कई बार फिट करना पड़ता है। तो जैसे आप जो दिखा रहे थे उसमें कोई ऑप्शन होता है कि एक्सट्रीम राइट में, मतलब ये जो मेरा ये
उसके लिए आप व्यू में चले जाइए, क्लिक ऑन व्यू, व्यू ऑन टॉप।
एक सेकेंड, हाँ
हाँ जी,
हाँ, व्यू,
व्यू, इसमें देखिए स्लाइड मास्टर करके है, देखो।
हाँ स्लाइड मास्टर, वो तो जान रहा हूँ, ये आ गया मैं इसमें।
हाँ, क्लिक करिए
ये,
स्लाइड मास्टर पे।
हाँ
अब
आ
इसमें
गया।
सबसे सबसे पहली वाली स्लाइड पे चले जाइए। सबसे पहली वाली स्लाइड, नहीं नहीं ऐसे नहीं, सबसे
हाँ
पहली
हाँ आ
स्लाइड।
गया। हाँ,
ओके, अभी यहाँ पर आपका देखो ये है, आप इसको यहाँ पर एडजस्ट करिए, हर एक
ओके।
स्लाइड पे एडजस्ट मत करिए,
अच्छा,
हर एक
यहाँ पे
स्लाइड
जितना नीचे
यहाँ
रखना
पे
है,
करें।
हाँ,
करेक्ट
यहाँ पे जितना नीचे रखना है ऑटोमेटिकली ट्रांसपोज हो जाएगा वो।
करेक्ट करेक्ट करेक्ट,
ओके।
यहाँ पर
अब
एडजस्ट
इसमें
करना
मेरे
है।
को जैसे जो भी चाहिए, तो अब इसमें मेरे को एक्चुअली अगर हेडर में रखना होगा तो हेडर में ऑप्शन आएगा कि नहीं आएगा? क्योंकि ये सारी चीजें फूटर की है, और यहाँ पे ये हेडर में हमारा क्लिक ऑफ एडिट मास्टर टाइटल
हाँ
स्लाइड है।
हाँ जी, तो ये
तो
हेडर में
हेडर में
आप
अगर मेरे को कुछ,
सर जी, अगर आपको हेडर में कुछ, सी स्लाइड मास्टर कैसा होता है कि स्लाइड मास्टर में आपने कुछ भी टाइप कर दिया तो
जी,
वो सारी स्लाइड पे सेम टेक्स्ट आएगा। अभी हमारा
नहीं
ऐसा तो
नहीं,
होता नहीं है।
हाँ वो आई एग्री, नहीं जैसे मेरे को हेडर में पर्टिकुलरली केवल अपने कंपनी का लोगो लाइक दिस,
अच्छा,
मेरे को जैसे यहाँ से मैंने इसको क्लोज किया,
करेक्ट करेक्ट,
जैसे आप तो लोगो यहाँ नीचे दिखा रहे हो ना, एक
हाँ हाँ,
सेकेंड मेरे को, अब ये मेरे को अपना ये लोगो मेरे को यहाँ ऊपर दिखाना है फ्रंट पे,
करेक्ट करेक्ट,
नट नीचे। तो
हाँ जी,
पर्टिकुलरली सब एवरी स्लाइड पे एक ही प्लेस में मेरे को रखना है, क्योंकि मेरे पास डेटा कई जगह से आता है, तो ये
समझ
हिलता
गई,
रहता है।
समझ गई सर। सो इसके लिए आप क्या करिए, वापस से स्लाइड मास्टर में जाइए, व्यू स्लाइड मास्टर, स्लाइड मास्टर, हाँ जी। अभी
यस,
इंसर्ट में जाके पहले तो आप फर्स्ट स्लाइड पे चले जाइए, स्लाइड
हाँ प्लस पे
टू
आ गया।
लिखा है जी, टू, हाँ
हाँ
वहां पे चले जाइए। ओके,
हाँ
अभी
हाँ
इंसर्ट में जाके आप अपना लोगो डालिए। इंसर्ट में, इंसर्ट नहीं सर, यहाँ पे नहीं, पहले फर्स्ट स्लाइड पर आ जाइए, फर्स्ट स्लाइड
ओके,
पर आ जाइए। ओके,
आ गया।
इंसर्ट टैब, ऊपर देखो टैब है, होम के बाजू में, होम के बाजू में सर, ऊपर देखो होम। हाँ
हम्म।
जी, यहाँ पर पिक्चर डालिए,
ओके,
इंसर्ट पिक्चर,
हाँ।
अपना कंपनी का लोगो डाल दीजिए।
नहीं, मेरे लैपटॉप में नहीं, मेरे डेस्कटॉप में है लोगो, बेसिकली
अच्छा
इसमें
ठीक है,
होगी नहीं पिक्चर, ये
कोई
खाली
भी
है
पिक्चर
फोल्डर। मैं समझ
आइए।
गया।
ओके,
ठीक।
तो यहाँ से
जी,
आपको ये, मैं आपकी अपनी स्क्रीन पे भी दिखाऊं सर?
हाँ हाँ डेफिनेटली।
मैं आप स्टॉप शेयरिंग करिए, मैं शेयर
हाँ
करती हूँ
हाँ हाँ,
स्क्रीन।
अभी कर दे रहा
ओके, नाउ आई एम शेयरिंग माय स्क्रीन।
पूछो ना।
ओके सर, देखिए इसमें करना क्या है कि ये वाला लोगो मुझे,
हूँ।
मैंने डाला हुआ है राइट, तो मैंने क्या किया, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैंने किया व्यू में जाके स्लाइड मास्टर, इस पे हम चले गए सबसे पहली वाली स्लाइड पे। सबसे पहली वाली स्लाइड पे मुझे लोगो डालना है, तो हमने किया इंसर्ट, मैंने ले लिया पिक्चर फ्रॉम द डिवाइस, इसमें मैंने ले लिया पिक्चर फॉर एग्जांपल ये वाला,
हाँ
क्लिक किया ओके। ये पिक्चर को लेके हमें जिस पोजीशन में जहां पर भी रखना है वैसे रख दिया। अभी देखिए यहाँ पर अगर आप चेक करोगे तो मेरा पिक्चर एज अ पैच लग रहा है, पैच
हाँ
जैसा लग रहा है,
हाँ
मर्ज नहीं आ रहा बैकग्राउंड के साथ।
हाँ हाँ हाँ
बैकग्राउंड के साथ मर्ज करने के लिए पिक्चर फॉर्मेट में कलर में जाके आप एक्सट्रीम नीचे जाओगे, ये देखो सेट
हाँ
ट्रांसपेरेंट कलर,
हाँ,
ये व्हाइट कलर पे एक बार क्लिक कर देंगे तो ये देखो ट्रांसपेरेंट हो गया,
यस,
ठीक है।
मचो।
और फिर ये लोगों को आप जिस पोजीशन में जहां पर भी रखना चाहते हो आप रख के स्लाइड मास्टर आके क्लोज मास्टर व्यू करेंगे तो देखिए सारी स्लाइड पे ऑटोमेटिकली पिक्चर एक पोजीशन पे सेट हो जाएगा और ये पिक्चर को आप हिला नहीं सकते हो अभी।
हाँ हाँ, ये तो मैं समझ गया। मैं मतलब पर्टिकुलर जैसे यहाँ फूटर में हम अपना डाल रहे थे, अगर हम हमको हेडर में डालना हो तो इस ऑप्शन में से दो मोड वाला, इसमें हेडर में हम डाल सकते हैं कि नहीं, अगर हमको लोगो डालना हो?
सर जी ये फुटर है ही नहीं, ये फुटर में मैंने नहीं डाला है, मैंने अलग से एक इमेज ही डाला।
नहीं नहीं, ये मैं समझ गया। जैसे
हाँ
पेज
जी,
नंबर यहाँ मैंने फुटर में डाला था ना, अगर मेरे को
हाँ
कोई
जी,
चीज हेडर में डालनी हो, ये मेरा
हाँ,
क्वेश्चन।
ओके। अगर आपको कोई भी चीज हेडर में डालनी है, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल लेते हैं हम लोग कि
हाँ।
मुझे ये पेज नंबर है वो ये
हम्म
कॉर्नर में चाहिए, तो
हम्म
पेज नंबर का ऑलरेडी यहाँ पर एक प्लेस होल्डर है, आप उसको यहाँ से लेकर यहाँ पे रख दो।
ओके, मतलब मास्टर स्लाइड में हमको चेंज करने की वहां वैसे जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, समझ गया।
करेक्ट, करेक्ट, ओके।
ओके
और
ओके।
अगर मुझे मुझे ये टाइटल स्लाइड पे यहाँ पे लोगो रखना है, तो आप
हम्म
इंसर्ट करो टाइटल। मैं
हम्म,
मास्टर ऑफ मास्टर्स की बात नहीं कर रही हूँ, आई एम
हाँ
टॉकिंग
हाँ, समझ
अबाउट
गया।
टाइटल। टाइटल में इंसर्ट अ लोगो, लोगो ले लो, हमारा
और
लोगो आ
वो वहां
गया,
लाके, जी,
और हम उसको सेंटर में रख देंगे इसको,
हाँ
क्योंकि
सेंटर में रख देंगे,
टाइटल
पोजीशन उसकी
टाइटल
क्रिएट कर देंगे।
स्लाइड में हमारा सेंटर में होता है,
हाँ
राइट।
हाँ
सो
हाँ।
सेंटर में आके उसको सेट ट्रांसपेरेंट कलर कर दिया,
हम्म,
और जैसे मैंने स्लाइड मास्टर को बंद किया, ये मेरा टाइटल
हाँ
स्लाइड पे सेंटर में
आ
आ गया।
गया। हाँ हाँ, गॉट इट
ठीक है,
गॉट इट। हाँ
ओके।
यस यस। एक मेरा लास्ट क्वेश्चन था, जैसे कि कई बार क्या होता है वर्ड में, तो ये होता है कोई
हम्म,
डाटा मेरे को पोर्ट्रेट में दिखाना है और कोई डाटा लैंडस्केप में दिखाना है
ओके।
फॉर्मेटिंग में।
हम्म, सो
तो ये
यहाँ पर भी पीपीटी में भी ऑप्शन है सर।
हाँ
पीपीटी में भी मान लीजिए कि ये सारी स्लाइड्स मेरी
हाँ
पोर्ट्रेट है,
हाँ।
राइट, सारी
हम्म,
स्लाइड मेरी, सॉरी लेंस ये है, हम लोग उसको जाके
हम्म।
यहाँ से डिजाइन में जाके स्लाइड साइज में, कस्टम में हम लोग उसको बता सकते
नहीं मैडम, सारी बदल जाएगी। मेरे को जैसे मेरा सीक्वेंस चल रहा है, चार
हैं।
स्लाइड मेरी लैंडस्केप में है, एक मेरे को पोर्ट्रेट में करना है, फिर मेरे को
हाँ,
वापस लैंडस्केप में करना है।
हाँ, सो
केवल
मुझे
एक
एक
स्लाइड का।
पर्टिकुलर, हाँ, एक पर्टिकुलर स्लाइड को सिलेक्ट करके हम ये कर सकते हैं। यहाँ पर
हाँ
देखो, सारी स्लाइड्स नहीं चाहिए मुझे, सिर्फ एक ही स्लाइड पर करना है।
हाँ
ओके, कस्टम में जाकर हम लोग एक ही स्लाइड को हम पोर्ट्रेट में चेंज कर सकते, कितनी स्लाइड को करना है, तो यहाँ पर
एक
हमारे पास ऑप्शन आते हैं, एक।
हाँ हाँ,
तो ये एक ही स्लाइड मेरी
हम्म,
ऐसे
हम्म।
पोर्ट्रेट में हो जाएगी। ये सारी हो गई क्योंकि सब सब मैंने सेलेक्ट किया था। ओके, सो ये होता है, हो जाता है, यही से हो जाता है।
नहीं होता है मैडम, इसलिए पूछ रहा हूँ मैं। ये
अच्छा,
पूरा बदल देता है।
ओके, एक मिनट देखिए, नंबर ऑफ स्लाइड्स, आई वांटेड, गो टू मास्टर व्यू। इसको भी हम सेम डिजाइनिंग देते हैं और सेम कलर पैलेट यूज करते हैं। अगर इसको हम ये सब हो जाते हैं ना। आई नीड टू चेक, बुल्कि जी मुझे इसके बारे में चेक करना पड़ेगा, पहले होता था।
आप हाँ देख लीजिएगा। मैं एक्चुअली होता क्या है ना, स्लाइड नंबर पे लेता है, जिस स्लाइड नंबर
अच्छा,
पे डालेंगे उसके नीचे का सारा अलग चेंज कर देगा। आप चेक कर लो, फिर इस पे ठीक है, आप चेक कर
Yeah,
लो
ठीक,
इसको।
we
ठीक है,
will now this is a special request. We will put the instructions and
डेफिनेटली डेफिनेटली।
yeah, because I think most PowerPoint was made for the screen and it was made to
स्क्रीन,
project, and I think
करेक्ट,
they will have a special provision, but we will have to do a little bit of.
नो 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 इशू।
But good question, googly.
No, no, not, it's not ugly. It's a real problem. Actually, sometimes we have to present financial data in our presentation, where we need कि sometime we have to present in landscape, sometime in portrait. वर्ड में तो ये हो जाता है, सेक्शन में उसको डिवाइड कर देते हैं, आ जाता है, लेकिन इसमें नहीं होता है.
Okay, okay, okay.
थैंक यू मैम.
All right. Okay. So can we wind up the call now?
Yeah, we can conclude. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I
Thanks a
hope
lot.
everyone.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
बदमाशी किए बिना नहीं मानेगा, फिर बदमाशी कर रहा है.
पापा ये सब देख रहे थे क्या?
बेटा तो सब दिखेगा ही ना.